Wait before you buy. The warning from a government watchdog over Navy combat ships with a $9 billion price tag.
It was completely trashed. When we first started here, off-road vehicle enthusiasts had used it as a staging area, parking, campfires, parties, target shooting.
Saving a fragile habitat in San Diego's Proctor Valley, the challenge in helping the biological diversity survive.
If you don't have pile worms, you don't have the bait everybody wants.
Digging for a slimy treasure, the shrinking harvest that's being felt from coast to coast. KPBS Evening Edition starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Ebony Monet. San Diego City Council members started their review of the mayor's proposed budget today. KPBS Metro reporter Andrew Bowen says the police department dominated the discussion.
Police Chief Shelley Zimmerman is due to retire next year, and the council's 5 Democrats say they want a national search to replace her. But funding for that search was not included in Mayor Kevin Faulconer's proposed budget. Councilwoman Barbara Bree says it's an important investment.
This is one of the most important positions in our city, and we have to get this right. And getting it right includes extensive community input and participation in the process.
Not all council members agree a nationwide search for a new police chief is necessary. Councilman Scott Sherman says it may be an expense the city can spare.
A lot of times it's better to promote from within, people who know the business, who know the people inside the organization, unless you think it's really broken and just needs to be shaken up or there's nobody capable.
The council also discussed the long-standing shortage of police officers, many of whom leave San Diego for better pay in other cities. Police and elected officials agree that officers deserve better pay, but with a budget deficit of more than $80 million, finding money for better pay is not easy. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.
More than 140 suspected gang members across San Diego County have been arrested following a countywide sweep targeting violent street gangs. The suspects are accused of terrorizing neighborhoods with shootings, robberies, and other violent crimes. Federal prosecutors and law enforcement officials provided details of the 2.5-month operation at a news conference this afternoon at the U.S. Attorney's Office downtown. Acting Southern California U.S. Attorney Alana Robinson says the sheer number of arrest illustrates the vast gang problem plaguing the region's communities.
But it also underscores our enormous commitment to use every tool we have to attack this problem and restore communities to families who should not have to live in fear in their own homes.
More than 60 firearms and 30 pounds of methamphetamine were seized, along with cash and other illicit drugs. Republicans are ready for a big test on their health care bill tomorrow. House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy told reporters they have enough votes to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Democrats remain solidly opposed to the legislation. President Trump and Speaker Paul Ryan had to pull the bill last March when the party members opposed it. Residents and healthcare organizations gathered in Solana Beach today to speak out against the Republican proposal for health care. KPBS reporter Jean Guerrero was at the town hall meeting.
The town hall took place in this church community center in Solana Beach. Residents with pre-existing medical conditions talked about how the bill could affect them.
You know, when I think about it, I probably would not be here today if it weren't for those angels.
Donna Marie Robinson says she was shocked when she was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy in 2015. She considered herself a healthy person, working out 5 days a week. She says the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, helped her survive. She fears the House bill could eliminate protections for people like her, who have pre-existing conditions.
I lay awake at night wondering what's going to happen. How is this going to affect me? And that is the last thing I need to worry about, because the stress, actually for me, is not good for my heart.
Congressman Sarah Lice's office.
Hi, yes, my name is Donna Marie Robinson. I'm a constituent of Congressman Darrell Issa.
She and other people at the town hall called Congressman Darrell Issa and other representatives, urging them to vote against the bill. A spokesman for Issa told KPBS the congressman still hasn't made up his mind.
The chance to have a future just like every other child, which is how it should be.
Carlsbad resident Katrina Young says the vote will be life-changing for many. Her 19-year-old son has cystic fibrosis, and she says thanks to the Affordable Care Act, he's able to go to college.
Access to health insurance is more than just numbers on a page. It's more than just a list of diseases and medications. It's someone's life, and more importantly, it's someone's potential for life.
Recent revisions to the House bill include $8 billion in extra funding for people with pre-existing conditions. While that sounds good on the surface, organizers of the event call it a drop in the bucket and say it wouldn't actually help.
So our voices need to be heard loud and clear that this is not keeping us covered.
They also fear Congressman Darrell Issa and others will use it as an excuse to vote for the bill. San Diegans for Healthcare Coverage say there are more than 1.7 million people with pre-existing medical conditions in San Diego County. From Solana Beach, Jean Guerrero, KPBS News.
2 California senators introduced legislation today to protect farm workers from deportation. Dianne Feinstein and Kamala Harris are backing the Agricultural Worker Program Act, which would put workers on the path to legal status and eventually citizenship. In a statement, the senators note that according to a UC Davis estimate, up to 70% of California farm workers are in the country illegally. Today, the U.S. military tested its nuclear force from the California coast, launching an unarmed test missile capable of sending a nuclear bomb across the world. The unarmed intercontinental ballistic missile blasted off from the Vandenberg Air Force Base north of Santa Barbara. This test comes amid rising concerns about the nuclear capability of North Korea. The U.S. has sent warships to the region to deter North Korea from conducting their own nuclear test. The government's Accountability Office is urging Congress to hold off on buying more of the troubled littoral combat ships until the Navy can get a better handle on the ship's final price tag. KPBS military reporter Steve Walsh has the story.
Many of the high-tech LCSs have been based in San Diego. Just a few weeks ago, the crew of the USS Coronado arrived back in town after being stranded for months in Singapore. Other ships have suffered mechanical breakdowns. In a recently released audit, the Government Accountability Office urged Congress to reject the Navy's request to buy another 12 ships, which have been reclassified as frigates at a cost of $9 billion. The report says the Navy has no current formal cost estimate, and the ship itself still has significant unknowns in its design. The GAO says Congress should wait at least another year. In its response, the Navy said that there's still time to assess the cost prior to actually buying the ships. Steve Walsh, KPBS News.
University of California President Janet Napolitano is apologizing for the way her office handled an audit that found UC administrators hid $175 million from the public while tuition increased. State Auditor Elaine Howell told lawmakers she faced an unprecedented lack of cooperation from Napolitano's office.
In my 17 years as state auditor, we have never had a situation like this, and we are very clear with our instructions.
While we believe we did things appropriately, it is clear in retrospect that we could have handled this better. We could have continued to work through the auditor to get them to engage with campus leadership to ensure accurate campus responses.
Napolitano says the UC system will work on implementing all of the audit's recommendations within the next few years, including improving reporting processing. Several environmental and Alaska Native groups are pushing back on President Donald Trump's plan to eventually allow offshore drilling in U.S. Arctic and Atlantic waters. The groups sued today to maintain the ban on oil and gas exploration put in place by President Obama. Last week, Trump signed an executive order to review the withdrawal with an eye toward future drilling. Ecologists are rehabilitating a delicate habitat in San Diego's Proctor Valley. The area is a longtime gathering place for outdoor and off-road enthusiasts, but it's also home to some of California's most delicate plant and animal species. KPBS reporter Eric Anderson looks at an effort turning back the clock.
Those drenching winter rains that ended California's 6-year drought painted Proctor Valley green this spring.
Every pool is mapped and numbered.
Chaparral Lands Conservancy's David Hogan stands in the heart of the expansive landscape and sees a window into the region's past.
Proctor Valley is really special because it's such a large, relatively intact chunk of natural habitat land so close to the city. We're just east of the subdivisions in Chula Vista right now.
Coastal sage scrub wraps around the hilltops. Delicate ephemeral wetlands known as vernal pools can be found on the valley floor. These seasonal puddles aren't around very long, but when they are wet, they are centers of life.
Those vernal pools, they fill up with water and they last for 2 or 3 months. And there's all sorts of plants and animals that live just in those vernal pools and are adapted to those aquatic conditions.
The pools are home to fairy shrimp, tadpoles, and insects. Endangered plants like pincushion, snorkelwort, and various grasses also live there. Some plants and animals are so well adapted and specialized they can only live in this habitat. Tire tracks that go through the middle of this pool stand out, but they're no more than a lingering reminder of a man-made disturbance. Plants have reclaimed this pool. But other vernal pools in Proctor Valley have not fared as well. Hogan arrives at an area where the vernal pools have already dried out for the summer, and it's amazing that these pools are here at all.
It was completely trashed. When we first started here, off-road vehicle enthusiasts had used it as a staging area, parking, campfires, parties, target shooting.
The pools, mud puddles, were fun to drive through. Hogan says the gentle depressions became ditches carved out by oversized truck tires. But a 7-year-long restoration effort is turning back the clock.
This is a vernal pool. It was an original natural pool, but it was extremely damaged. Lots of big tire ruts from off-road vehicles.
The landscape here was flattened and reshaped. The habitat reseeded.
And this particular plant right here, this bright green, is the vernal pool pincushion plant. And it's found in very few places.
Recovery efforts like this are critical for the species that call vernal pools home. That's because an estimated 97% of all vernal pool habitat has been lost in California.
For when waterfowl and come and munch on the fairy shrimp.
Biologist David Zoutendijk works for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service at the agency's Carlsbad office.
So we got a map here of all the historic vernal pool complexes in Southern California, starting up in Ventura, going through LA, all the way down, and even into Mexico. And as you can see, most of the vernal pools occurred along the coast.
Zoutendijk says vernal pools typically formed on the region's flat mesas.
It was perfect, when people came to develop San Diego, flat land, didn't need to do a lot of grading, so that's where the development occurred first.
But the habitat isn't completely gone. There are pockets of the pools scattered around the county.
A lot of the mesa has been developed, so the vernal pools don't occur there anymore, obviously.
And federal officials are currently working on a plan to preserve land for vernal pool habitat in the city of San Diego.
You can see that there's these mounds in between them.
Back in the Proctor Valley, Brenda Bennett walks through the coastal scrub. This area is just across the road from the vernal pool restoration site.
Yeah, I'm heading over to a vernal pool. Right now it's in the dry season.
Bennett works for Rocks Biological. She's in the midst of a dry season survey. She's looking for signs of a vernal pool.
And so we have this very golden, shorter, grass-like plant is actually Juncus biphonius, very common in vernal pools.
Bennett records the information in her clipboard and moves on.
It's actually not a native species.
Her findings will be compared to what was here earlier this year.
The hope is that these will be restored and the invasives can be controlled, and it'll allow more of the rarer and endangered species to persist.
This ongoing $1.7 million effort in the Proctor Valley will eventually restore and protect about 38 acres of vernal pool habitat.
This is exciting to see because this is a little population of California plantain.
Conservationist David Hogan concedes that's just a tiny sliver of habitat, but he says it's an important sliver.
So we're just trying to put a little section back the way it was supposed to be to protect that nature.
Protecting that nature gives a host of fragile and delicate species a lifeline as San Diego moves forward into the future. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
San Diego scientists say they have found new evidence a common drug could be used to treat depression. KPBS science reporter David Wagner has more.
The drug ketamine has long been used as an anesthetic, and it's often taken illegally for its dissociative effects. Some studies have shown it may also be useful for treating depression. And now UC San Diego researchers say their new study reinforces that idea. They analyzed millions of FDA side effect records and found that people who took ketamine for pain relief reported lower rates of depression. Ruben Abagian led the study.
The occurrence of complaints about depression dropped in half after ketamine administration.
However, large-scale clinical trials have not yet been carried out to test the safety and effectiveness of ketamine as an antidepressant. David Wagner, KPBS News.
Today, it felt warm enough to hold a luau on the patio, but the springtime sizzle may be coming to an end. Erin Calandra has tonight's forecast.
Well, it was a nice day today, and that's pretty much how it's going to be through Friday. But then we're going to see a real seesaw, kind of a roller coaster in temperatures. We're going to go from summer-like temperatures to early spring-like temperatures. It's going to get cool around here. For right now, though, we don't see much on our radar or our satellite as far as cloud coverage through the county. As we take a look at tonight, 62 degrees for the overnight low with some fog, some low clouds that we will see through the early morning hours. And that's how it looks pretty much across the region. Temperatures in the 50s, even 67 degrees in Borrego Springs for their overnight low, with a few clouds mainly along the coast, and those of course will burn off through the sunlight. Now, taking a look at our Thursday, it's going to be awfully hot around here. We're talking triple-digit temperatures in the deserts, and that's not just for California. It's all across the Southwest, so really a beautiful couple of days ahead of us with lots of sunshine, but that's going to be a big change for the weekend. So on Friday along the coast, 73 degrees. A cold front moves through on Saturday, not as warm, and by Sunday we see some wet weather. We're going to have a heavy thunderstorm move through Sunday evening, 62 degrees for the high temperature. By Monday, we're going to have some leftover showers and temperatures in the mid-60s. Now, inland, it's also going to be a bit cooler, 82 degrees by Friday. Saturday, 69 degrees, a lot cooler, and some cloud coverage as well. On Sunday, we will also have a heavy thunderstorm in the evening hours, 62 degrees for the high temperature, and on Monday, leftover showers as well. Now in the mountains, it's going to get awfully chilly around here. Friday, 71 degrees. That cold front moves through, 54. Look at the high temperature. On your Sunday, 39 degrees, and overnight Saturday into Sunday, we are below freezing with an overnight low of 31 degrees. So it's going to be chilly. We will have a thunderstorm move through as well on Sunday and leftover showers on your Monday. In the deserts, well, here's a real difference. We're in the hundreds, 103 for Thursday, 101 on Friday. Saturday, that cold front moves through and it's 83 degrees. Some might find that pleasant, a nice little break from the hot temperatures we're seeing. But look at Sunday, a high of 67 degrees with a heavy thunderstorm. And on Monday, it's going to be back in the 70s, but we are going to have some spotty showers to kick off your work week. For KPBS News, I'm Erin Calandra.
Coming up tonight on PBS NewsHour, an unseen side of the civil war in South Sudan. Rival tribes are preying on the most vulnerable citizens. One woman speaks out about the brutal practices.
When I got off the bus, they grabbed me and took me to a small house by the side of the road. Then 10 of them raped me. At first, they told us they were going to shoot us and kill us, so we were afraid. Then they beat us and raped us.
Plus, FBI Director James Comey is in the hot seat again, defending his conduct during the 2016 presidential election. That's tonight on PBS NewsHour, starting at 7, right here on KPBS. Let's do the numbers. We're taking a closer look at how Americans are really feeling about the economy. From Marketplace, we have our first snapshot of their economic anxiety index under the Trump administration. The overall takeaway, many people are feeling less anxious.
Hey everybody, I'm Kai Rizdal. We've been working with folks at Edison Research over the past year and a half or so on a series of national economic surveys. We wanted to get a sense of how people were feeling about things during the 2016 election cycle, how they were feeling about their own personal economies. One of the ways we came up with to measure that is what we call an economic anxiety index. In its simplest form, a number that describes your financial stress level. The higher the number, the higher the economic stress. We ask questions like, are you worried about losing your job or paying your rent, making a car payment or a student loan payment? We published the index 4 times last year, once a quarter leading up to Election Day, and every single time it went up. This time, though, in our first set of surveys since the inauguration, it's gone down. Could be that the uncertainty, the economic stress that always comes with political change is just gone. Could be people are feeling better about big picture stuff.
Thank you very much. These are great, great people. And these are real workers. I love the workers.
There is, though, one group that is more economically anxious. 18 to 24-year-olds. They're worried about unemployment, just getting a job. In the very big picture, healthcare is the thing that makes the most people anxious. Even more than taxes, immigration, or jobs, having healthcare is the top economic concern of more than 80% of our respondents. Almost half of people who have health insurance worry about the cost of their coverage going up. And more than a third of those who have insurance worry they're going to lose it. That discussion is part of a bigger trend we're seeing about where government fits into our economic lives. In our most recent polling, almost 75% of Americans said they think the government has forgotten about people like them. And that's not a partisan thing. A majority of Democrats, of Republicans, and independents all said so. Despite the political divisions in this country, our polling shows that there are a whole lot of economic similarities. More than 80% of Americans, Democrats and Republicans alike, support a major infrastructure program. More than 70% of us want to increase taxes on companies that move jobs overseas.
We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that more products are stamped with those wonderful words, made in the USA.
None of this stuff is easy, and most of it is really, really hard. But the more economic common ground we find, maybe the less economic anxiety we're going to have.
Going there beyond borders. Last night, our NPR and KPBS conversation focused on living and working near the border in San Diego. As KPBS Frontiers reporter Jean Guerrero explains, things happen south of the border that don't happen anywhere else.
You drive south on the I-5. On the north side of the border, you have these congruously colored neighborhoods and neat rows. The minute you cross, you've got swirling streets and mismatched houses, and it's just so cool. And on the streets of downtown Tijuana, you see things that you would never see in San Diego. Donkeys that are painted like zebras, people breathing fire.
You don't have that? We're from D.C. We have that. Oh wait, that's Congress. Sorry, it was something else. Yeah.
You can watch more of the conversation on NPR's Facebook page. Just check out the video section. A worm popular among sports fishermen is mysteriously disappearing, and it's hurting business workers who harvest them. AP reporter Terry Che explores the cause.
On the coastal mudflats of Maine, Dan Harrington makes his living digging for worms. But he's not looking for just any worms.
Just don't ask me to eat one.
He's looking for the bloodworms and sandworms favored by sport fishermen around the world.
It's the prize. You know, this is hunter-gathering. When you go hunting, you're not hunting for just okay. You're hunting for the best you can find.
Maine is best known for lobsters, but it's also the largest supplier of marine worms in the U.S. But Harrington and his fellow wormers haven't been finding as many worms as they used to. Since 2004, Maine's catch of bloodworms has dropped by more than half, and sandworms, also known as pileworms, have dropped by 2/3. Scientists say a number of factors could explain the decline, including pollution, invasive crabs eating the worms, or changes in the marine environment.
This decline is worth watching because if it continues and there's been no change in effort by fishermen, then this indicates that there is, something going on which is different than in the past, and we should be concerned about that.
Stuff's not even from this coast.
The shrinking worm harvest is being felt across the country. Glenn Shaderis buys marine worms from Maine and sells them to bait shops across Northern California. But he can't get enough to satisfy his customers.
At the end of the day, if I had more bloodworms and pileworms and I could meet the demands of all of my customers, that would be great for us. But right now, we'll just keep bringing in what we can, and we'll split it up as fair as we can and just try to help ourselves and our customers to the best we can.
Chris Folster is one of those customers whose bait shop is feeling the shortage, especially now at the peak of striped bass fishing season.
And if you don't have pileworms, you don't have the bait everybody wants. It's the #1 bait for stripers at the moment. Got to have them. If customers come in and we don't have them, they leave.
As scientists try to unearth the reasons behind the decline, Maine harvesters worry that a tough job could get even tougher. Terry Che, Associated Press.
You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.